To the landowners, the reserve management, fellow stakeholders and partners of the Dinokeng Game Reserve, my name is Derick Milburn and I represent an organization called Elephants, Rhinos and People, ERP for short. We are funded by a group of companies called GroupElephant.com, which provide us with 1% of their turnover. In the past couple of months, we provided support to Dinokeng Game Reserve, and the purpose of this video is to provide an overview of what has been achieved and what the expectations are, and to clarify our role in the reserve, as we have received some feedback and there is perceived to be some expectations that we need to have addressed. And secondly, it appears that many of the landowners don't know about ERP and what our role is in the reserve and what we've achieved to date. In short, ERP is a strategic partner to Dinokeng Game Reserve. We signed an agreement in February 2017 where our key focus is to provide tactical support to the reserve, specifically in terms of the elephant management. We have a program called Elephant 911, which looks at supporting properties that have problematic elephant or that elephants are under threat of being culled. Specifically within Dinokeng, we have 4 objectives. The first objective was to provide collaring for the elephants, the 3 bulls, which are the most challenging to manage at this stage, which is Charles, Lumpy and Hot Stuff. The objective of those collars is to enable us in the reserve to monitor them 24 hours a day to ensure that they don't break out of the reserve or to ensure that they don't break into landowners' properties and cause damage. Secondly, we are installing beeline fences within the reserve. This project is being funded by the African Union, and we selected Dinokeng Game Reserve as the receiving property for these beeline fences. The beeline fences is a series of beehives which have been known to stop elephants from going into certain areas, and is basically a secondary fence to ensure elephants don't cross boundaries in problematic areas. Thirdly, we have installed a UAV system, unmanned aerial vehicle system in the reserve, firstly to monitor the elephants when we don't know exactly where they are, and secondly to assist the reserve with anti-poaching efforts. And lastly but not least, we also have put in a monitoring process as well, where we've appointed a monitor, actually 2 monitors now, to monitor the elephants on an ongoing basis. So what they do is they use the application that comes with the collars to actually go out and make sure that the elephants do not breach the fence lines. They have been going out there till early hours of the mornings, from 10 o'clock in the evening till 12 o'clock the next morning in some cases, and these monitors have made a massive impact in our opinion. The total investment into Dinokeng at this stage has been around to the tune of about 600,000 Rand, and all of the support was requested by Dinokeng Game Reserve. And we understand that there has been some feedback saying that ERP is not doing their work because the elephants are breaching the reserve's boundaries. It should be noted that we see ourselves as a team with the reserve management. We are here to provide the support, and we have really tried our level best to provide anything and everything that the reserve has requested for from us. Firstly, what I would like to add is the thanks to the reserve management, David, Yaku, Stefan, Tim, the rest of the team for their efforts in managing the elephants. I understand that a lot of the landowners are frustrated. The elephants have been breaching a lot of fences internally and externally, and we need to hold on just a bit longer. We have found a solution to the problem. I understand that when ERP first got involved, the reserve had a plan in place to relocate the problematic bulls to Natal, which fell through, and ERP offered to find an alternative solution. Now that solution has meant that we've had to go outside of South African borders, and we have found a property in Mozambique called Zinov National Park, which has offered to take the elephants. We have raised the funds to relocate the elephants, which is to the tune of 350,000 Rand to Zinov. And it's not as easy a process as what many people think. It's not just loading the elephant onto the back of a truck and moving them. We've actually had to go through, check the roads, go visit the park. We've had to speak to Peace Parks Foundation, which is the management authority of Zinov. And we've been working with the world-renowned elephant relocation specialist, Kester Vickery. And we went to the reserve, checked the roads, and the roads need to be upgraded, so we are in the process of upgrading the roads at this stage. The permitting processes are proceeding very well, so the elephants will hopefully be moved in the 1st or 2nd week of August, and that is simply due to the fact that Kester Vickery's trucks are currently still in Malawi, as he is moving 500 elephants in Malawi, and we are just waiting for his return so that we could get the elephants onto the trucks and relocated safely to Mozambique. So we'd really like to request that the landowners bear with us in this process. We understand that you are frustrated, but our monitors are out every single night, and I can assure you of that. Working very long hours, very difficult hours during winter months, and we would appreciate your support. Having said that, we also need to understand that ERP does not replace the reserve management. ERP is a support structure for the reserve. It is our funding that is being spent for the vehicles, for the elephant monitors. We've also appointed a number of part-time monitors as well to stand in, so we've got a team of about 5 people now. I myself go out in the evenings just to make sure that I also understand what is going on, to make sure that the teams are doing what they're supposed to be doing, and also at the same time their well-being is our first priority. It's not always safe. The elephants are in very close proximity to them in many cases, and I can assure you we're doing our level best. But at the same time, I need to reiterate that we do not replace the reserve management and their roles and responsibilities. We do not take liability for the elephants in any way. We provide the support to the reserve. In addition to the elephant management project that we're busy with in Dinokeng, we're very proud to say that we've also started engaging with the surrounding neighbouring communities. Our first big intervention has been with the beeline fencing. We've appointed 10 people from the community, 10 matriculants that haven't got work at the moment. We've appointed them to start their own beeline fencing projects and therefore generating honey that they can sell. So we've created 10 jobs in fact, and hopefully it'll become 10 new businesses in the reserve. We've also looked at different businesses in the Hammanskraal area, and we've got a full database of all the businesses that we would like to get involved in. There's 3 specific ones that we're looking at the moment. So our intention is to be involved in the long term in the reserve. And we really appreciate the support that we've got from the landowners as well. The landowners, many of them have been very, very supportive in what we've achieved so far and what we continue to achieve. And we look forward to a relationship in the long term. And the community especially, the community out there are desperate for assistance. And we hope that we can assist in some way. You know, with elephants, rhinos and people, we've got the elephants sorted. Hopefully we can get involved in the rhino projects in Dinokeng, but the people side we've already got going. And we're really thankful for the opportunities that Dinokeng has provided. We are not here for our own benefit. I can assure you we are here for the benefit of the animals specifically, and obviously the impoverished communities living on your periphery.